Fix your face. Picture a 10-year-old kid sitting on the stoop of his building in Harlem, New York, on a hot summer day, holding a vanilla ice cream cone with sprinkles. Then a lady walks by, looks at the kid with concern in her eyes, and says, "Young man, everything's gonna be all right, so fix your face." And she walks away. When someone tells you to fix your face, it usually means that you look upset, like you're frowning, bothered, or even have an attitude. Now, I can assure you, when my mother used to tell me to fix my face, trust me, I needed to fix my face. That usually meant that I had been caught doing something I had no business doing, and I was upset because I got caught. But on that day, holding that vanilla ice cream cone, I was happy, focused on one thing. Don't let the ice cream melt. That moment stayed with me well into adulthood. Nearly 50 years later, I finally understood what was happening. People don't usually respond to who you truly are. They respond to who they think you are, and then they treat you based on their perception. Have you ever been misunderstood? Have you ever misjudged someone? Personality perception is when you judge someone's character or behavior without having all of the facts. And here's the truth. What some people call personality isn't personality at all. It's just perception. Years ago, I was at a faculty meeting that was held at a restaurant. I was enjoying some really good jerk chicken until a colleague walks up to me and says, "You have such a guarded personality, and now you're guarding your chicken." I don't want your chicken. What she didn't know was I grew up in a house full of people. If you didn't guard your plate, you didn't eat. So without thinking, yes, I was guarding my chicken. When some people see personality, it may actually be instinct or survival, not identity. Many of us carry labels just like that. For example, a quiet person labeled antisocial, or a confident person labeled unapproachable. I experienced a similar situation while working as a federal law enforcement officer in New York City. I was attending a staff Christmas party. Now, let me tell you, there was food everywhere, but the only thing I ate was salad. One of the directors noticed this and asks, "Why are you that guy?" I had no idea what he was talking about. I was totally and utterly confused. Then he went on to say, look at all of this food. And the only thing you decided to eat was salad? Who comes to a party and only eats salad? You have the type of personality that you think you're better than everyone else, always trying to prove yourself. That's who you are. What he didn't know was my doctor tried to prescribe medication, but I refused. I decided to change my diet instead. Thank you. Different setting, same mistake. In both instances, people filled in what they didn't know about me, and then they acted on their perception. They called it personality. That is the danger of personality perception. When context is missing, perception rushes in to take its place. Here's another hard truth. The most dangerous perceptions aren't the ones people place on us. They're the ones we start to believe. At some point, we respond to how others perceive us. We internalize it. We doubt ourselves. We even withdraw. If you're the one being misjudged, don't rush to explain yourself. Pause. Be aware of your blind spots. And don't allow other people's perceptions to become your identity. When I began challenging perceptions, working on myself, and not allowing other people to define me, people saw a different side. Their perspective shifted. That's how perception works. Here's the key. Personality is revealed through consistent patterns of behavior over time. So unless you know someone, and I mean really, really know someone, how do you know who they truly are? Let me share a practical tool that you can use whenever you are judging someone without having all of the facts. Remember this. Stop. Caution. Go. Now, I want you to imagine a perception traffic light. And I really want you to get this, because all too often we blow straight through the red, driven by our perceptions, instead of slowing down at the yellow, getting to know people, then moving forward with openness on the green. Stop. The red light signifies how you have to stop judging and start embracing. Caution. The yellow light signifies how we have to be cautious, aware, and fully attuned to our internal dialogue as well as our external output through our body language, facial expressions, the modulation of our voice, the words that we use, as well as our eye contact, or the lack thereof, as well as our listening skills, active and empathic. Go. The green light signifies how we have to move forward with curiosity when getting to know others interpersonally. It also signifies how we have to move forward with empathy. You see, this matters because real change doesn't begin with personality tests or behavioral assessments. It begins in the everyday moments, in the quiet space between people. It begins when we stop judging and start communicating with empathy, humility, and humanity. Before we tell anyone to fix their face, we have to fix the story we're telling ourselves about them. Because sometimes there's nothing wrong with their face. We just ran the light. The real danger isn't who people are. It's who we decide they are. So before you judge, remember, stop, caution, go.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.